And then 3-2 at Aberdeen on Tuesday night. I mean, where you start with that, it was just unbelievable. Scott Arfield, well, what was it? The clock strikes 95 minutes. It's 2-1 Aberdeen. Final score 3-2. Scott Arfield made the difference on as a substitute. Michael Beale made 4 at one point, didn't he? Didn't like what he was seeing. And could you believe your eyes?
Well, I did text our colleague Scott Burns, who was doing the game for Daily Record last night, to say, rather you than me, mate, because there's that last minute rewrite that would have been required was something else. I mean, in fact, I just didn't see it coming. I just thought it was a really, really flat Rangers performance, a performance that, well, I'm sure showed that Michael Beale what he's really dealing with here. I think he's starting to get an idea of just how much work is going to need done with this Rangers side, because, yeah, they got the victory and it was tremendous character that they showed to dig it out, as you say, you know, with 3 minutes to go of extra time, injury time, they dig out a result. You know, that's, you know, fair play. That's the sort of fighting spirit that they've not shown previously this year, you would say.
Yeah.
But it was not a good performance. There was a lot. I mean, Michael Beale's absolutely right. There's a lot of work to be done with this team to get it sort of firing in the sort of direction he wants to take it.
Yeah.
Positives, I mean, obviously the return of Connor Golton was good, but James Sands, I think, is looking less and less like a suitable alternative at centre-back alongside him. He just, you know, the first goal was a nightmare from start to finish. Cal loses the ball. Sands is rash with the tackle, and Miovski, and then obviously Alan McGregor gets his positioning all wrong for the free kick. And then again for the second goal, the Aberdeen score, Sands with a poor clearance, and Leighton Clarkson, wow, what a hit. But, you know, in between that, Rangers showed so little in terms of, you know, how they would take the game. You saw the way that, you know, Celtic absolutely dominated Aberdeen at the weekend, pinning them down and just refusing to give them the ball. I mean, Rangers gave Aberdeen every encouragement to come at them last night. So I really think Michael Beale will be, as I say, delighted with the character, but he'll be sitting going, well, we got out of jail with that performance last night.
Yeah, well, I mean, he said after the game, he was very honest, and he said 5 out of 10 performance and 10 out of 10 for sort of character. So we'll pick over the kind of the finer details of it in a minute, but let's start with that one big positive, because if you think of the last game before the winter break, St Mirren away, I think you were there, where you couldn't, you know, go a goal down, get the kind of late equaliser, push for the winner and don't get it. St Johnstone a couple of weeks earlier, you were there again. Similar story. They lose that game. So let's start with just the fact that they ended up winning against Hibs last week and then on Tuesday night. I mean, Michael Beale surely deserves a lot of credit for that alone, because when, you know, Celtic are the masters of winning late, and, you know, and we've often, it's the cliche over the years, you know, this is a mark of champions and all that. And I'm not saying for a minute that Rangers are going to go on and win the league, but just to be able to get that spirit so early on. I mean, he's not had long to work with this team.
No, you're right. I mean, the fact that, you know, he knows this team before, a lot of them will have worked with him before. Well, you know, a lot of them have spoke so highly about him as a coach and his methods. So you imagine that's given it a lift, and it's given the team morale a wee bit of a lift. I think it was telling what he said last night. This is a team that's sort of really short in confidence. So the manner of these results, as much as the performance was poor, but the way that you win it is something that can lift spirits and lift confidence.